open to us now? We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
And we're live. Hello. We're the Dicks in the Dark. I am DM Steve, and you're watching Up and Away, Nova Destiny. That's our Dungeons and Dragons game, now in space. We're live here on YouTube, and if you like Dungeons and Dragons content, please smash that like button, and also consider subscribing, because we're trying to get to 69 subscribers by the end of the race, because my brother, Dungeon Dan over here, who is distracted, created a t-shirt, I am Solus, from our game here, and if we get 69 subscribers, or more, so if we get 69, and keep subscribing, because it's an or more type of a thing, then by the end of the race, we're going to give away a t-shirt to one of those lucky subscribers. Hopefully.
That's right.
So, subscribe. Anyway, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. How's everybody doing tonight? Garrett, what's up?
I am way more awake this week than last week, so should be good.
Nice. And on the flip side, Dungeon Dan, what's up?
I am far less awake this week than I was last week. So, there's that.
Cool. Cameron, hello.
How's it going?
You got a new toy.
I did. Just to show off for the stream, it is, and perhaps anyone watching in the future, it is December 19th, and I got a gift in the mail that I like to open some of my Christmas gifts early, and I got a steel tongue drum, which I will probably be playing with throughout the session. If it is a distraction, anyone let me know. But
Demo it now. Come on.
Say what?
Demo it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
Halo
something.
theme song. Let's go right now.
We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about it.
I'll try to
Demo
play
it.
it loud so it picks up, but
Yeah.
I was doing a little. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nice.
your mic
It was
your
clipping
mic
it.
is
Yeah,
your
it
mic
was-
is
it was
clipping it a little
clipping.
bit,
I
but
can,
that-
That's really
can
cool.
adjust my game. but
You'll
yeah.
have to mess around with it, and
yeah. Hey, maybe
yeah,
we
we
can,
can-
maybe we'll have a new a new intro or outro.
Listen, I've been thinking about. I'm still thinking about and putting ideas and kind of making ideas for theme songs. One of these days, I'm gonna write just a base of a theme song, and then I'm going to invite everybody else to put in their thoughts and share their ideas, because everybody has somewhat of a musical background here. So I, I feel like if everybody puts a little bit into it, we could have a cool song. So stay
Oh,
tuned
I've actually
for that.
done
I
two.
could,
I've started two and done like the first 12 seconds of two intros, and then I just hated both of them and scrapped two of them.
Oh man,
man.
see,
You
instead
should
of
pair 'em
doing that,
sometime.
yeah, what you
Yeah.
should do is, instead of doing that, you should upload them, because even if they're not great, what might happen is one of us might hear them and be like, "Oh, well that sounds cool if we tweak just this." And then you might be like, "Oh, that's what I was missing."
I might see if I can upload them because I think I still have the Abletons for them.
Dicks in
Cool.
the Dark band.
Yeah. Woo! I mean, we all are kind of musical, so.
Yeah.
There's all these weird people in this like bar, and they're all drinking blue milk.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
No, they're not drinking blue milk. They're drinking.
they're drinking main character energy,
Yeah.
hazy kiwi dragon fruit IPA.
Not a
Yeah.
sponsor, but hey, if you want to
If you want,
Look
if you
us up.
want to be,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm medicated and got my coffee in me, so I should be very alert tonight.
Excellent. Excellent. And then, of course, Harro, hello?
Hello. I almost forgot we were doing intros.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
A
you
little bit
know,
of tangent.
yeah, a
slight
little bit of a
traffic.
tangent, but you know, how's it going? Are you home or no? You still
Yes.
traveling? Oh, you're home. I am not sure what we're doing for Christmas, but I will let you know. And yeah, I'll let you know. We'll figure it out, man.
Cool.
And then
Cool,
Jay,
cool.
how's it going?
It be going.
It be going. It certainly do.
It be,
And on
it be
that
going.
note, I think it's probably time to get us a little bit of a vibe here.
Let's see
If
how
we can do
bad
that.
Roll20 is doing this week for
Oh,
me.
a
Hopefully
little
it's not
laggy.
too bad.
Go ahead and roll that vibe, Garrett.
Ooh.
I rolled it 5 seconds ago, and I'm still not seeing it.
29
okay.
we got here.
29.
Did it
It'll
come
show
up
up
for
at some
me
point.
before it came up for you?
Well, it came up in the chat, but there's no
Oh,
like
yeah.
animation.
It didn't roll the
like there
die.
usually is.
Yeah, it didn't
Oh.
roll it. Mm-hmm.
Wait, it never rolls a die for that one.
Does
It
it not?
does. It does.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Mm-hmm.
No,
What die does it
it
roll?
doesn't. Oh, now it rolled the die.
Ah,
Well, I just rolled a D100 just
that
to
was
see
a
if it
no,
D100.
you are correct.
I
It
didn't
doesn't
think
roll
so
die.
because it's
I'm
a
crazy.
6-9 and there's no
Mhm.
die. There's like never been a die for that.
Oh well, that makes more sense.
It's just
Yeah.
like when we
Yeah.
roll like a D3 or whatever. There's no die for D3, so it just like doesn't roll anything. Because technically you can make a D anything you want on Roll20 and roll that shit, but
Okay,
it,
can't we need to figure out how to mod Roll20 so that we can make our own die and have a 69-sided die that we
We
can
need to
actually
make our
roll
own
on screen.
platform that's
yeah,
not fucking dog shit like this
exactly.
website is.
That'd be great. The problem with the modding is that they're actually like polygons. They're actually like they're 3D shapes in the
Right,
program.
right. Mhm.
And a D69 would be like some crazy not like
Yeah,
it would be
Uh-huh.
super weird, dude.
You can figure out a shape that it
The
would work with
69
it. It doesn't
sided
have to
shape.
be.
Yeah, I
can
mean
make it.
you could.
Yeah, because there's math. I mean, it's
Obviously,
There's math.
obviously.
There's math.
there's
There is
math.
There is math.
There's math.
And I mean you
You like the
can
math.
do I even have that close? Yeah, I do. I mean you can there are obviously dice like this
Yeah.
exist, so I think this is 120.
My
I think this is 120 D 120, something like that. Here's
my
the
daughter
closest to a 69 you get, because that's a 60 right there.
my daughter and I went into a game shop here about a month and a half ago, and she's not really, a gamer,
Mm-hmm.
and she picked up a D100 and was like, "You guys use these things?" And I'm like, not only do we use these, like Steve has several of them. I think
Yeah,
I've even got one
I
like
mean,
somewhere.
to be real though, nobody really uses those D100s. Everybody just rolls
Yeah.
210s. Because those
Mm-hmm.
D100s, unless you've got a dice tray that's gonna contain them, even if you've got a
Yeah.
dice tray, that shit's just gonna roll around in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Because it basically is a large golf ball. Yeah.
Well,
So.
we were in Arkham, and Arkham is at the mall now.
In the mall.
Oh, I
Mhm.
didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah,
I
Arkham
didn't
is
even
at
know
the
they still
mall.
existed.
Yeah.
What's
That's
a mall?
cool.
What's that?
What's a mall?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's that thing you saw in Stranger Things season 5 or whatever the hell that was.
Oh, the Russians were underneath it.
The Russians
Yeah.
were underneath it.
Spoiler alert.
That's
Well,
You
am I
true.
haven't
not
seen that.
signed in there?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm
Or are you not?
signed in there. No. I am gonna have to sign
The
in.
Russians are everywhere.
Oh, excuse me.
Right. Signing in. Anybody see any good movies
The
lately?
last movie I went to see was Godzilla.
Now, I'm a bit behind on the curve on this one, but whenever I go over to my dad's house, he likes to show me movies because I typically am pretty uncultured when it comes to my literacy media, my media
Are
literacy.
they of the adult variety?
Most
That
no,
would be awkward.
that
Behind
would
the
be
green
very awkward.
door.
But
Here,
yeah.
son, Debbie does Dallas.
I've seen a bunch of I've
Fuck.
updated a lot of my movies that I haven't seen
Oh.
in the
Oh,
past.
that's you.
Yeah, that's
Did
me.
you-
Don't worry about
Oh,
that. That's gonna
okay.
happen now, so you guys are just gonna have to ignore that.
Okay. I'm like, what is this?
Sorry,
No, you
there's
can't get in.
yeah, Google made us do two-factor authentication, so now like if I
yeah.
log into the account, fortunately it shows up on like our multiple logged in devices so that it's not just so I'm not calling Dan because otherwise it would have been like last
Yeah,
night when I was
you
making
can
that
sync it to
thumbnail.
multiple devices.
Yeah, so it works pretty well. But
I watched the last Indiana Jones movie
oh
Yeah.
my God, did you?
Dude, why? Why did you
because
do
it was
that?
actually pretty good. It was
Okay.
way better than Crystal Skulls, or Crystal
So-
Skull is 100 times better than that. It actually made me feel like I was watching an Indiana Jones movie.
I
So,
watched
Steve,
Barbie, and I
I think
really liked
we need to, I think we need to get rid of Jay now because
It wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be bad. It really wasn't
No?
that bad.
I mean, I thought it was better than Crystal Skull, but I still thought it was, number
I mean,
4 in
it
the
was-
list.
I knew it wasn't going to be like as good as like Temple of the Doom or Lost Ark or anything.
Temple of
Temple of the
the
Doom.
Temple of the Doom.
Temple of the Doom. That's
Yeah.
Well,
the
whatever. I mean, I'm saying like I had low expectations, and when I saw it, I was kind of like, okay, they're not trying to recreate like an older film or anything. They're doing cameos, but like it was like its own film, but yet it still felt like the action scenes of a classic Indiana Jones film.
Mm.
It wasn't bad, but
So
I'm
Cameron,
waiting.
how,
I'll
Cameron,
see it.
how was Barbie?
How was Barbie?
Have you guys not seen Barbie?
I have
no, I
not.
haven't seen
I
it.
actually do
Oh,
want
it's
to
pretty
see
good.
it.
It's honestly, I really enjoyed it. Like,
Mhm.
I pretty much went in with no expectation or idea of what the movie was going to be about, but I think it was executed really well. There was funny, there was some heartbreak moments. They touched on like modern themes, I think, very well, and the concept of like role models and stuff like that. Highly recommend it, if only just to watch Ryan Gosling be Ken, and it's hilarious.
That's what I was
So
just
it's
about to
not
say.
just
I
Disney,
know for sure that if nothing else that I am Knuff.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
I am Knuff.
I
Ken
am
is
Knuff.
me,
Yeah.
personally. But
Oh god.
yeah, it's great.
So I think the only reason that I might see it is because I like Margot Robbie. I think
Oh,
that
she did a
mean-
great job,
Ma-
and she was
well,
super hot, obviously.
well, the thing is, Margot Robbie is just a really, really good actress.
Mhm.
She's done some questionable roles, but some of the stuff she's done, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen I, Tanya.
Tanya's awesome.
I, Tanya is freaking amazing, and I don't care about anything else. I've never ever liked what's her face. I've never liked that the oh
Is
what
that the Tanya Harding movie or something?
yeah.
You're talking
I-
about Nancy Kerrigan. You never liked Nancy Kerrigan.
I've never
Yeah.
liked.
See,
I didn't
that's
like
I
Nancy
think
Kerrigan.
that's the big quiet part of that
Mhm.
whole thing is that I don't think anybody actually liked Nancy Kerrigan at the
No.
time
No.
because she was kind of this weird, like stuck up, like she seemed.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
She
say
was.
that because like nobody really knows this
No.
the actual girl, but the way that she was portrayed, she did
Mhm.
really seem like this like prissy princess. So,
Mhm.
but
Like
anyway,
way back when all way back when all
anyway,
that
we're
was
not
happening.
talking about
Yeah.
Tanya Harding. It's 8:25. We got to talk about some Dungeons and Dragons, guys. All right. So, on that note,
Tanya Harding forever.
ah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Had to do it.
yes. So last time on Up and Away, Nova Destiny, the Luxi 50,000 race is super heating up, and we've got our 3 teams of racers plus the heist team. The party got split up. They are racing for, of course, the first prize, the Gengar 1 super robot component that makes the body and head of the Gengar super robot. It's a starship, and it's the first prize. And right now, Team 1, which consists of Hans Proner, Rhyme Crime, that's Thiwar, and Ren, are pulling into Halfway City. They are heading to the Coliseum to do some sort of a musical performance slash music battle with this guy Varrock who challenged them. This kind of red-skinned alien who seems absolutely hell-bent on this competition. They also need to get their speedster fixed, and they're hoping that hype from this performance will allow them to get that done in a quick manner and possibly comped. Team 2, last we saw, they are flying along. They were in second place. Nobody's quite sure where they are now, but they're obviously leading the pack, and they've been the solid ones with really no drama. Team 3, on the other hand, absolutely different. That is a crazy situation where their original speedster got destroyed. Argyle went off. We'll talk about him in a second. The rest of the team got picked up by these 2 clowns in a giant roller skate, essentially. Gilly and Weasel. Willie and Geezel.
Willie and
Well,
Geezer.
I like Willie and Giesel.
Yeah, that's
Willie and Geezel.
that's catchy.
Should have been
I like
that.
No,
Willie Bob Diesel.
Willie and Geezel are going to show up a little later.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
later. A little later.
Yeah.
Anyway, those clowns, they fell asleep. Rumby found a chest with some Sin uniforms and weaponry. He dressed himself up, acted a fool for the entire quadrant to see, and now nobody's sure what's going on with these clowns. Are they Sin? Are they not? What's happening? Right now, they're in a Mudderburger, and the giant roller skate is parked in the parking lot of this Mudderburger, and Anya and Mike from the heist team have come to intercept them. They're all just hanging out here, trying to figure out what to do. And last we heard, Solus was considering making some sort of a speech. I don't know if that's still the case yet. We'll find out. Argyle, of course, after he went off on his own, he was attacked by a Sin Marauder. They tried to ambush him and were trying to capture him. He smashed them to pieces and stole their ship. Unfortunately, he tried to leave the atmosphere of the moon. His skills in piloting this Marauder were not great, and he ended up at the bottom of a body of water unconscious. He's come to consciousness and is now trying to figure some stuff out, figure out where he is, get things booted back up. And last but not least, Sid and NPC Guy, who was the pilot of the Ganger 1 ship, are at the start-finish line. Sid convinced Guy that it might be a good idea to see if the ship was real. So Guy used his augmented eyes and shot an energy weapon at the ship, proving at least to their visual that the ship must be real. That, I think, is where we left off. Is that right, guys?
Sounds about right.
Good to me.
Now, before we get deep into the game, what I was looking for is I created a timeline. And the reason that I created this timeline that I wanted to go over real quick is because the game is run for so long. Obviously, we're over 50 episodes when we've got both seasons together. And we forget things. So I created this timeline so that your characters could see, like, what, have this information. Now it's up to you to decide whether your individual character would know or remember this information, which is why I put a source, right? And I have integrated both your timeline, like you guys, even the prior campaign, the prequel campaign, into the timeline with everyone else. Let's see. I think the easiest way for me to do this is to share my screen with you guys so that you can see it. I think I can. That. All right. That way you guys can follow along and don't have to be necessarily looking at the stream to follow along. And then it's right here. All right. So obviously we've got our character stuff here. The first couple things are birthdays. So the way that I did this, instead of trying to confuse you guys with star dates, like trying to do like a weird, big, complicated date that encompasses like everybody in the galaxy, I decided it would be better to do like the Star Wars thing. You know how like Star Wars, everything is either plus or minus the Battle of Yavin. So it's like Star Wars is like the focal point. On this timeline, what I have made the focal point is the Destiny launches to space. So the idea there is that basically that's our 0 point, and anything like everything is measured from that point. That way it gives you like a temporal reference. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, of course, we've got Kegel, Guthix, Anya, Mike, Timmy, and Rumby. They all get born, uh, obviously, on the edge of Frobah's corporate space, because that's where your planet was located. We go in a little bit further and we get some more birthdays. Prince Daniel, Drake Tungsten is born, Guy. The other thing about this timeline is it gives you an idea of how old everybody is in relation to each other, because essentially we're still in the first year of when the Destiny launched. So like Drake Tungsten is currently 29 years old, for example. If these dates are wrong for your characters for some reason, I went by character sheets, so you'll have to let me know if you didn't update your birthday, or your age, all that stuff. And then we get to important stuff. So, of course, 27 years prior to the launch, we get the birth of the royal twins, their mother dies. At the exact same moment, we also get the birth of Prince Lore. And he is thought to be the chosen one, or the Simperai. And according to prophecy, he's going to be the one that just allows the sin overlordship to. Because of this, Rao said no more aggression towards anyone else for the next 14 years. While he comes of age, all the Sin did was build up. Obviously, they protected their borders and everything, but for 14 years, essentially, there was kind of peace in the quadrant because the main antagonists were the Sin, and they didn't really do anything. Obviously, during this time, more of your characters are born. Thiwar, Ren, Solus, Mary, Chud. Also during this time, it had become apparent to King Daniels and his advisors that the Sin were preparing for some kind of a huge invasion, right? They knew that this build-up was coming, so the king obviously went to Light Brown and Victor Solarstar and said, "Hey, give me a defense." And that's when they said, "We're going to revive this legendary Ganger 5. Argyle, obviously born. Hey, man. So, of course, Lore, you reach his 14th birthday, and he is given this increased military might. Rao points him in the direction of the Star Alliance and says, just absolutely, just whatever. Just take him out. Do your worst. And of course he does. This is where we get into the story of Guy and how Guy is recruited from his non-contacted world. He is kind of like you guys. They're a pre-intergalactic space flight world. So he gets drawn into this, and his family, everybody on his world is totally destroyed, and gets him into the fight. Eventually, he goes and tries to invade Sin himself, is captured and rescued by Derek Starchaser, who you know. And that's how he eventually gets to Auron, where he is kind of adopted by the Daniels family. And of course, right here we get to minus 11 years when Drake and Fizz crash their birthday party of the twins, and this is the beginning of the Ganger 5 show. The next couple entries are obviously for the things that happened during the Ganger 5 show. Any of your characters that watched the show, or really anybody that talked to Drake or Guy for any length of time, should kind of have an idea of this information. You know, Lore kills his father, makes the final assault. The princess and Lore both die. And then Rubicon, he goes a little bit nuts. He is the brother of Marisol, the twin brother, the son of King Daniels. And of course, Daniels disappears. There's a coup. Turns out that Rubicon murdered his father, King Daniels. And because of lots of coincidences in their births, Rubicon is somehow able to take control of both Auron and the Sin, and he is eventually crowned Simperai, Overlord, Rubcock, Dark Star, or Marisolov Dark Star Oblivia. You like the name, Dan? It's it's very much in the vein of you know, writing that we have experienced
yes.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it is.
anyway,
It very much is. Yes, it has.
he has murdered his father. He's taken over the whole thing, and obviously, that's where bad stuff happens. We go back to our characters for a little bit, your characters for a little bit. And we see, obviously, you guys know all this stuff. Anya, Mike, Solus, and Rumby start adventuring together. Rumby's turned to stone, kidnapped by Bajatu. We all know that. After the defeat of Bajatu, they're picked up by Nova. At the same time, of course, Argyle, Ren, and Guthix, and eventually Kegel, meet in Porto Nova, and they have their adventures. And then the captain, of course, reunites the parties back into the capital city and offers them to go on the big journey, which is, where we find ourselves now. If you want to look at this further, you guys have access to it. If anybody watching the stream wants to see it, you can pause the stream, or at some point, Garrett's going to have this up on our docs website, and you can check it out there. And now that that's done, guys, let's get into it.
All right. So who are we starting off with?
So, did I just... I just closed my notes. There. All right, we are entering hour 28. It is 10 a.m., and we are starting with Team 1. That's going to be
Me.
you guys, and I need to...
I've been waiting for some kind of performance
Stop
out of Team
sharing.
1.
All right, we made it to the city last time, so I think it's not just a check, right?
Yeah, so you made it into the city. Right now you are headed through the city and you're just trying to get to the Colosseum.
Right.
And actually, according to my notes, you are very, very close to the Colosseum. So I'm not going to make you guys roll for this one, because you're pretty much there. So we'll go ahead and start off right there. So Hans and Rhyme, Thiwar and Ren roll in, and you see what looks like just a giant building. Of course, you're familiar with the idea of a Colosseum because you have been to Colosseum back on your planet. You know that they're, giant places for typically sport, but that hold an immense audience. You see this place coming up, and you can just tell it. You could probably fit 100,000 people in there. It's just massive, and the signs are blinking. As you drive up, you see some Laputans kind of waving you in to a lane that leads you into kind of like a little VIP area. And you kind of go into this garage. And then you're completely separated from the city. Well, hello there, Mr. Proner. Welcome, Mr. Crime.
Hello, how do you do? It's a pleasure to be here. This Coliseum looks amazing.
Yes. Well, we think you'll be very happy with the accommodations. it was last minute, but we knew that we here at the Coliseum had to be where this event took place. We're getting everything ready now. Is there anything you need?
What do you have in the way of pyrotechnics?
Ah, pyrotechnics. You're talking about some sort of a light show.
I guess we could go the technical route. Yes, lasers.
Lasers, holograms. I'm sure we could throw together some sort of a firework type display if that's what you're looking for.
That sounds pretty exciting to me.
Of course, we have all of the latest emitters.
But I have some whiskey.
Oh, right away. Whiskey for Mr. Crime. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Couple guys run away. Ah, it looks like the other one is here. The door opens again, and you see this red car pull into the garage, and of course, that's when you see Mr. Didierderen show up. He gets out of his speedster. Oi! What's up? Hey, Crime. Hey, Prona. You Ray?
We are preparing now. I think this will be an excellent showdown.
Oh, it's gonna be one hell of a battle, right? I'm excited. You see these Lopitans, they walk back in, and they have like this decanter of whiskey, and he's like, "Oi!" And he grabs the whiskey and takes a big swig. And they're like, Mister, sorry, Mister, that was for, just get another. Anyway, you got somewhere where I can lay down? I like to relax before, I tear shit up. Of course, right this way. I'll see you, mates, on stage. And he walks off. Sorry about that. Would you like to someplace to relax? We have a luxury green room.
Someplace to stay while. I guess really what we would like to get started is some repairs on our ship. Would you happen to know a decent garage or mechanic around the Coliseum?
Well, Halfway City is full of them. There should be several. I can make some calls for you. Until then, anything else? We should be able to get started in about an hour.
An hour. And just for my understanding, turns like when we were rolling to move, like in the race, how long was that? That was an hour, right?
So basically, I'm giving you guys your turn to do whatever you need to do while they get things ready for the performance.
Gotcha. Okay, I think that makes sense then. I just don't know what really to prepare. I mean, other than music, of course.
Rhyme Crime is gonna take a nap in the green room.
Okay. So Rhyme Crime's taking a nap. Ren's gonna be shown to a couch, and he's crashing out. Is Hans doing anything else other than chilling?
I will look to see if I can just find a modern outfit, something other than race gear.
Okay, you're definitely gonna want to do hair, makeup, wardrobe.
Yeah.
Romcrown doesn't have to worry about that. He can just
You
get
just
out there slovenly and let it
yeah,
go.
right,
It'll do
right.
better for him, actually.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you're getting ready to you're asking about, hair and makeup, all that stuff. And as you're like talking to them, um you see a familiar face show up, and Gigi walks in. Well, hello.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Gigi, what a pleasant surprise.
Well, I would be here because I'm playing this place for the entirety of the race. It was me that suggested that they have this show, even though it's so early. I intend to come on with you. It'll make more of a spectacle.
All right. Uh,
Also, you guys don't see any profits from any of the music. It all goes to Gigi, really and truthfully. So she's going to protect her goddamn investment.
at some point, we'll negotiate a 5% deal or something.
Yeah.
I think that Hans is already so famous that he actually doesn't even need income. His face is good enough.
It's not bad. It depends on where you are, though. It
Yeah.
obviously
It's a
the
lot of
situation.
galaxies.
But yeah. So she starts to help you with your hair and makeup, all that stuff, getting some giving you some last minute tips on vocals and that sort of thing. And as the hour is getting towards closing, the your contact there, the Laputin that you've been talking to at the Coliseum, comes back in, and he says, "Mr. Proner, I have two gentlemen that I think are wanting to talk to you."
Sure. Is this about our racer?
Yes, that's true.
Ah,
Uh, I'll put them on in here.
yes, thank you.
You're like sitting in a chair, getting all your stuff done, and these two images pop up. One is this big, fat, bald human, and the other is some species that you've never seen before. Kind of this blue guy with a very like wide head and like three eyes. Hey, I'm Rob Rock, and I have Rob Rock service, and I got a deal for you, Mr. Proner and Mr. Crime. And then the blue guy goes, "I have a deal for you. My name is Verglog Vishnor, and my service station is the best. Now don't you boys listen to him. I got a good deal for you. I think we can hook up something up for a promotion. My promotion would be the best for you. We have the best deals, and we also have the best parts and service. And these guys are like arguing back and forth.
Okay. So basically, there's two, and we're gonna. Um. I guess the important thing is time frame wise. Can you repair our ship before our concert is over? Can both of you do that?
Uh, all right. I'm willing to put a rush on it. But here is what I'm going to need for you boys. I think I can make your speedster not only as good as new, but better than new by the time your concert is over. And, sir, all I'll need from you is the unexclusive, galactically wide rights for 1 year to your first single, All Night Stars, as a promotional, and the use of your face and Mr. Crime's face also for promotional reasons for the next year. Again, unexclusive. You boys can sell those rights to somebody else too. Obviously, it's your song, but you know, just for 1 year. And don't worry, my shop is top notch. The alien guy is like trying to talk over this guy as he's talking. He seems to be offering you kind of like a similar deal. Essentially, they want to trade your IP to be able to essentially use your song and your face to promote their business for a year.
I think technically it's not even my IP either. It's Gigi's.
Gigi is like Gigi's there, and she's allowing you to make the decision.
I don't see any of the money from this. I'm not saying this, of course. Um.
Because the thing
I don't
is
know.
there's no money exchanged. Basically, what they're like, we're doing the repair, but in lieu of money, this is what we want. Make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Ren is a really good negotiator. It's
damn.
almost time for the show to start. You probably should like get him up anyway, and maybe he should talk to these guys.
Oh, Rhyme wasn't even here. Okay. Yeah, I was about to ask him something.
Yeah, because he went to go sleep.
This is
Wow,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Let me wake up my partner here, and let's see. I'll see what he thinks. Actually, can you hold on a minute? He'll be right up.
We will hold as much as possible. Yeah, sure, do it.
All right, then I'll go get Rhyme and either transfer the call down to that room or bring Rhyme up here.
Okay. So you get on with the two guys, and to not drag this out super long, go ahead and make a you've got bargaining, right? Or negotiation or something along those lines.
I believe something akin to that. Rhyme Crime specifically, a deal breaker for him is his face. You can make an animated character of him. You can use his brand. You cannot use his face.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Go ahead
But
and
he'd be willing to go for longer, potentially. Well, we'll see what I can negotiate.
okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll then, if that's his, because that'll make it, yeah, like, you know.
11. I would pass even at a -4.
Okay, gotcha. Then they're sold on that. 1 year, both of your faces, but as like character versions, not actually
Characters.
as you. And for 2 years, but they guarantee they'll have your speedster done, and it's it's that Rob Rock guy. So you are able to make a deal, if that
Throw in some
is.
better speakers for us too.
Oh, on the speedster, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can definitely do that, as long as Thiwar is amenable to those terms.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm down.
So you make your deal, finish up hair and makeup, and they're getting ready to usher you on stage for the beginning of your performance. And that brings us to Team 2, who are, of course, leading the race down here. They have been absolutely killing it. And they are getting ready to enter this next district here, this segment. Which
Are we
means,
in water or not in water? I can't
you
tell.
are, yes, you are in
Okay.
water. I thought that you were. All right.
Yeah, because we raced through the city in a canal. We
Yes,
jumped out
correct.
the other side.
That is accurate.
I wonder what my camera looks like if I turn this off. It's pretty dark.
There it is. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. You guys are still absolutely chugging along here. I just need to clear out some of this here so that you can see that as long as you keep doing well, things should continue to go smoothly for you, at least for a while, because this long stretch of water seems to be continuing. And it means that, once again, you guys jump here. Now, I don't know if you're seeing this, but that's the end of the.
That is the end right there. We're
I don't
killing
know
it.
if you guys are seeing this, but there's something big and blue. My God! Holy shit!
My God, what is that?
What is that? Dicks in the dark, everybody. Now you know why the name is is as it is. Uh Anyway. So yeah,
That's the lake where Argyle is right now.
yeah, right. All right. So no major encounters, and once again, you will only be in this district for this segment, and you'll be moving out next segment. Moving along very quickly. And now, of course, we go back, all the way back to Team 3. There we go. Team 3, as I said, currently in the parking lot of a Mutterburger. I think exactly where we left off is clowns are in the restaurant, presumably going to come back out very soon. just went in there. They went to get their food. Everyone else got their food. So at the moment, you've got
Chud
what?
is still in line.
Oh, Chud's in the drive-through. That's right. Okay. So Chud's in the drive-through on Heroes. They're waiting for food in the drive-through. The clowns are in the restaurant. Everybody else on that team, other than Argyle, who split, is there either. I think everybody's back in the boot, along with Mike and Anya.
Nope,
No?
because Rumby is still outside of the boot.
What is Rumby doing? What is
He's
Rumby
talking-
doing, Jay?
He's talking to Tanalanawana way or whatever.
That's right. That's right. Because
What?
Tanalana
Yeah.
Oxenfree showed up, and she. That's the part that we forgot. She stole his guns and then gave them back to
She
him.
ran away.
What's that?
She's. She's. I thought she ran away.
Did she run away?
Hmm.
I don't think so. I thought you
She's
were
on-
trying to run.
She's on top of the boot trying to get in because she wants to get in with Rumby.
Well, no, wait. Didn't Rumby pee or something? Isn't that what happened? Didn't he
Yeah,
like
Rumby
get?
turned-
No, Rumby never got that far. He was going to pee on the top, realized his guns were gone, found what's her face. She gave him back the guns. And then they talked for a minute, and then she was gone, but when he turned around to go back in, she was on top of the boot to go down.
That's right. That's right. That's right. For somebody
Yeah,
who
it's
only
not-
got 2 hours sleep, Dan, you sure
I
actually
know.
remember
Killing
this
it, man.
stuff.
Boy, oh boy.
So yeah, killing it. Nice. All right, so that's where we are. So I guess Rumby is getting ready to go back inside, and he realizes that this strange little girl is now standing on the top, which probably also alerts everyone else. Anybody who's up in the like the cockpit section, which again, it's really big. It's like a kind of a Winnebago inside. So like the cockpit section is almost like the cockpit section of the Millennium Falcon. It's got like 2 seats, and then there's like 2 seats behind. So there's like plenty of space up front for people. I don't know if anybody's up in or near that, but if they are, they can probably see her on the thing because there are like, sensors and whatnot. So
That I don't know. I don't know if anybody was in the front. I thought we were all in the back trying to discuss what was going on.
Yeah, I think we're passing notes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Solus has the green lipstick or the blue lipstick, and is right.
Yes.
And had written like not like a 3 little word note, but like had written like a novel.
Okay,
that's right. That's right.
I tried to keep it concise as possible. but
Okay.
the idea.
So yeah, so he had written something, and okay, so that's where we are right now. So I guess probably outside first. So Rumby looks up and he sees that this little girl is now up there, up on top.
Okay.
Hey,
I want to.
you coming?
Not right now.
Okay. And then she kind of
I
like
want some-
disappears. Like she
where's
kind
my
of ducked
burger?
down. You're not sure if she's still up there or not.
I'm gonna go up to pee. I don't
So
know if I peed. Did I pee? I peed in the uniforms. Didn't I
have no
pee in the
idea.
uniforms?
I think you might have.
I think I got to pee again. I didn't get all the pee out. I'm gonna go up top and pee off top.
Oh God. Okay. So Rumby climbs up, and she's gone again. So he just starts
Are my
peeing.
guns? Are my guns still
Meanwhile,
with me?
yeah, you still have your guns. Meanwhile,
Okay, I'm gonna flail my guns in the air as I'm peeing.
you do that. There's like there, there's you see you, outside of the thing, there's a bunch of people with their Maltese like going like this.
I'll make some crazy noises and be like, "Woo!"
As many people as are watching this in the entire galaxy, somebody just won some money.
Somebody Racer pees off their speedster. Yeah, okay. Sure. So yeah, people are recording. Inside, you guys are like trying Solus has just passed this note to Anya and the others, and they've kind of read the note. Cameron, I
Yeah.
am going to ask you if you can to recap
Repeat.
because you told us you didn't write it down. So just briefly
Sure.
recap what the note said so that we because I honestly don't
Yeah,
remember exactly.
I'll try to keep it brief. I'm thinking that we call out the Sin Empire. Hedge our bets, call their bluff, kick off clowns.
Okay.
I think that's as succinct as I can make it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and that seems probably how Solus would probably write it too.
Yeah.
Kind of just fragmented sentences, kind of broken up.
Mhm.
All right. So he kind of passes this note, and everybody kind of gets a chance. Anybody that's in there. So I guess that's going to be Anya, Mike. Who else is inside? Min. Is that it? I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah, yeah. All right. So Min, do you show the note to Min or no?
Um,
Because she's there, but like obviously she's not like in the know.
I think the way that Solus, I'm trying to handle it as Solus, is that like, um, Solus doesn't trust Min completely, but he's also very socially awkward and very much enjoys the attention of a pretty lady.
Sure. So she can kind of see it then probably. If she's like up close to him like or is he
Um,
trying that I guess that's what I'm asking. Is he trying to keep it like is he trying to like write the note and then just like kind of pass it to like Anya, or is he just kind of like here's this note so that you guys can see it? Obviously cuz the whole reason for the note was because of the recording.
right.
So I guess I'm
I
trying to
think
figure out if it's one of these things where he writes it and then kind of shows everybody in a little group, or if he writes it and then just like like kind of covertly passes it to Anya.
I think I would like to believe that Solus is wise enough to keep the message away from Min, at least for
Okay,
now.
okay, gotcha. All right. So then he kind
Solus
of
writes this big writes this big old note, and then holds it up for the entire
Yeah,
camera
holds
to
it
see.
up to the camera. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna say that he kind of tries to write it with, he like kind of excuses himself, kind of tries to write it, and then Solus is like a dexterous, like, as far as like he might not be the sharpest tool in the shed or the most like, good at speaking, but he's not eloquent, but he's agile. So I believe that he could easily get a note to pass it off, drug dealer style to Anya.
Over the
So
shoulder,
so Anya gets this note, and does Anya share the note with Mike?
Yes, and also, and I'm going to butcher this. Hello, NW, who is in our chat.
Oh,
Hello.
hi
Thanks for stopping
NW.
by.
I'm and if I butchered, if I said that wrong, I apologize.
I'm gonna say EH. Hopefully that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming and listening. Yeah.
That's my new user.
Oh, well,
All
hello
right.
then.
Cool.
I just talked to her and she's like, I'm gonna join while I'm driving home. So
Cool.
Please
Excellent.
don't crash. Please,
Yes.
please be careful.
be safe.
Yeah, don't look at your phone while you're driving. Just listen to our
Yeah.
nice voices.
Just listen to how stupid we are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really stupid.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, she's gonna pass. So Anya will pass to Mike.
So Mike takes a look at it and he's just like, "What do you think?"
So, so Anya's like, the only problem that I see is that we could bring not so good things down upon the people of the moon.
Huh. Could have a point.
She says we nailed it. All right.
Cool.
Nice. All right. So,
So what do you think we should do then?
I don't know that we have any. We have too many other options. Whatever we do is going to be on camera for everyone to see.
even this whole exchange is, I'm sure. Mike looks around. The people at home are confused. And then you hear, "I'm not confused." And up in the driver's seat is a new individual who you have not seen before. She turns around and she says, "Oh, I think you dropped this." And she has the note.
Okay.
How did
so
you get in our ship?
at this point, like Anya is quick drawing, and she's like pointing a weapon actually at this person. Like, she doesn't care about camera. This is like, what the hell?
Yeah, of course.
Rumby is still half naked and says, "Oh, you gotta watch out for that one."
When the fuck did Rumby just wander in?
I guess after he was done peeing, he climbed down.
His pants like halfway down still.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So
I'm screaming for a burger.
Solus yells. Anya draws her weapon. Rumby kind of wanders in the back, and like you blink your eye, and the girl goes from the seat where she was sitting to in front of Anya, and now Anya is holding the note, and the little girl is holding your gun that you had drawn, but she's holding it by the barrel. Well, that wasn't nice. And then she just like puts it on the she like puts it on one of the seats. I'm Tunnel Oxenfree. Bumbly said I could come and have fun with you guys.
Oh my
right?
god.
And she looks at Rumby and she's like, we became
She
good
fucked my
friends.
gun.
Anya turns to look at Rumby and gives him the look. Like, what the hell did you just do?
Watch this. Hey, give me another burger.
Oh, you want a burger? Okay. Does anybody else want one?
I want you
All
to
right.
leave our ship.
I'll be back. And she like climbs out the hatch.
It's amazing what happens. Watch.
So you're just kind of sitting there. Meanwhile, Chud finally gets his order, and Chud now is, I'm assuming that he's gotten his food, is headed back to the boot.
Nope.
And you also, if anybody's paying, is anybody paying attention to the outside? Actually, you can see as she opens the hatch and climbs out, you see the clowns coming out of the restaurant, and they're heading towards the vehicle.
Okay, Anya's gonna pick up her pistol.
Okay.
Obviously, she's not gonna let it lay there. We need to make a decision now.
Well, you know my stance.
Well,
That girl, that wasn't a normal citizen. You see how she moved like that?
She
There are
certainly
many-
was interesting.
there are many strange things here. You know,
Before the clowns get back to the boot, the hatch opens again, and the little girl is back, and she has like 4 bags full of burgers, and she like comes in and sets them down on one of the seats for everybody.
How are you so quick?
Quick, I'm just me. I'm Tunnel on Oxenfree. You want to be friends, don't you? You know, I'm a friender. It's what I do. And then she like starts to head towards the back of the boot.
Well, Solus, were you going to wait until the clowns were in?
Yeah, the clowns are like right outside.
Yeah, I think probably.
I have a feeling that no matter what, things are gonna go sideways. So, if
What
things
else
are
is
gonna
new?
go sideways, let them go sideways. Have at it.
Okay.
Okay. So
As
the door opens and you see Gilly and Weasel there, and they've got like burgers and drinks. They're looking pretty happy. They're like Gilly's got like his mouth is like full of burger. And he's like,
Wait a
"What's
minute.
up, guy?"
Wait a minute. They're clowns. Don't they always look happy?
they look especially happy with burgers.
They look especially happy with burgers.
That is still the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I mean, you know, a good mutton burger makes everybody happy.
I'm gonna
So
wait till everyone is inside, and Solus is going to go over and pick up the Sin uniforms, and he's going to approach Gillian Weasel. Why are these on the ship?
Oh my goodness. What is that smell? That smell is terrible. What are those? So the two clowns are like, they're like grimacing at the smell. They're kind of like making fun of it. They're like looking at what you're holding, and they like, it doesn't seem like they're following. They're kind of making jokes and stuff. Where
These
did
were
you
found.
get those clothes? Talk about last decade.
These were in the lockers in the back of the boot. Your boot.
Those were in here? Weasel, I don't recognize those costumes. What are they? And who pissed all over them?
Ugh.
Oh, gee, I don't have any
Oh.
idea. And they're like,
Those my quality urines.
So
like one of
Are-
them takes a stick and he's like looking at him like this. He's got him like hanging off this stick, and he's like, I don't recognize these at all, Solus. Yeah, Solus, we don't know anything about those uniforms.
are Gillian Weasel, are they like painted head to toe like clowns?
They pretty much look like the image. They have clown makeup on their face. The one guy, his chest is open and he doesn't have any makeup on his chest. He does look kind of ripped though. Like they look like they're in good shape. But his skin is like human flesh tone. His skin is it's like a peach color. It's like a light flesh color. So he's not purple or blue. I mean, you're not really sure. They're definitely wearing clown outfits. They've got like the clown outfits. You're almost positive the red hair is a wig. So you're almost positive the Gilly, who's the redhead, is a wig. But you think Weasel's hair is like his real hair, but it could be dyed green.
Where
But
do
that's exactly
I
what they look like.
where do I find the handouts of Gillian Weasel? Or the little pictures?
Um, did it not share with you when I shared it to everybody?
I don't see it.
Let's see. Is it? Oh, you know what? That's why. That. Bam. See it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to. I had to make it visible for you. So yeah, this stem.
Um, I'm going to let's see. I'm assuming we have water since we have like rations and
Mhm.
like basic supplies on the ship.
Yeah. There's like, again, this place is like, I think we've kind of established it's kind of like an RV. So there's
Yeah.
like a water supply and whatnot. Because remember, we had a little debate about whether there's a bathroom or not. We realized that there
Right.
had to have pretty much been some kind of a bathroom on here.
Hell, you've probably got a drink from the restaurant.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a drink and pour it over Weasel's head and like look for his like makeup to drain away.
Okay. So you take your drink and you just like dump it on his head, and he's like, "Whoa, brother! Oh man!" And it's like come down, and it's like you see when when you pour it on his head, first of all, you see there's like kind of green running a
Mhm.
little bit, and then his makeup starts to kind of run off, and he like he's like, well, that wasn't very funny. And he puts down his burger and he kind of starts to like dry off, and he like looks like a dude. He looks like a human guy in his 30s. He's like, oh.
You know, that's really sad that he's a guy in his 30s who's dressed like a clown.
Yeah. But yeah, he's kind of strips down, and now he's just like standing there in his underwear, and he looks like uh yeah, he just looks like some like random dude, just like some random like blonde guy in his 30s that's maybe late 20s, early 30s, that's like
Mhm.
pretty ripped. He's just like wearing some boxers, and he's just like, yeah. And he like sits down and he's like, this I am Solus thing has really gotten to this guy's head. And the other guy goes,
All right, I turn and look back at the party. What do you guys think?
So, you don't know
ah,
where these uniforms came from.
wait, is this about the uniforms?
Yes.
Lady, we have lots of costume changes. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
So, you happen to bring Sin uniforms with you and nothing else?
There's a lot more stuff back there. You want to see the wardrobe? The guy like
Yes.
he like walks back, and he like hits this thing on the wall, and this thing opens up like a like, right here. And there's like all these like puffy weird suits and like wigs and like all this it's this whole like closet like full of this crap. But
Oh
it's
my
separate
god.
from the case that obviously um Rumby found the Sin stuff in like a locker.
So,
But this whole
you have
thing is like this obviously they have like a whole wardrobe of like all kinds of
There
stuff.
is. So this is
have
going to try to detect deception.
You feel like they're being sincere. Like the guy like seemed like he was really like, what the hell, dude? Like when you dumped the thing on his head, he like just seemed like, what fuck is going on? And they're like, they seem really confused, but like both of them are like seem really confused, and they're like showing you the stuff, and they're like, oh look, and the one guy presses a button, and this console comes up, and there's like a mirror and like makeup. What do they think we are, man? I don't have any idea, man.
Okay. Weasel, I'm
Um,
sorry for doing that.
it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Sweetie,
well,
you're not the only one. And Min kind of like looks at Solus, and she's like looking at everybody. And where the hell that little girl go?
Oh no. All right.
So,
Well,
what now?
well, they should get back on the road maybe.
What are we gonna do?
Maybe we should get back to our friends. I don't know.
Stay or go.
Yeah.
We need to be off.
You think you really got a chance?
Who was
Well,
that to?
Solus.
that was probably Mike to
Yeah, Mike
Solus.
to Solus.
The only thing we can do is try.
All right. I'm staying.
Okay. Anya?
Well, yeah, I'm going to stay too, I think.
All right.
Okay.
At the very least, our presence might not help our friends all that much.
Well,
The more the merrier, I guess.
Judd, if you could get us out of here.
All right. So Chud puts the pedal to the floor, and Team 3 gets back on the road, which of course brings us to Argyle.
Oh no.
Now, Argyle is sitting aboard this
I'll be right back.
sure captured Sin ship at the ooh, we gotta take Gilly and Weasel off here. At the bottom of some body of water. Things have
Somewhere
yeah,
under the
things
sea.
he is conscious again.
Mhm.
What's going on with that?
So I think the last thing he did, he checked around to make sure that there were no leaks, which he verified there were no leaks. He found himself a pressure suit that he could wear
That's
just in
true. Yep.
case.
Yep.
And I think that his next step is to determine how to get himself out of the water and back into the air. Actually, this thing has sensors. He wants to see how big of a body of water he's got, and maybe if it's long enough, maybe he can fly through the water to get close to what you call it, the main city. What is it?
The start finish city, the Ouroboros city.
Yeah, Ouroboros City. So he's gonna see. He's gonna check sensors and see what's up.
Okay. All right. So he starts to check sensors. Things. Let's see here. Ooh. All right. Things are starting to come back online. Things are coming up, and Argyle starts checking around. Go ahead and make an intelligence check. This is always fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Argyle's like looking around, and he's trying to mess with the sensors, but he's getting all these kinds of weird things. And he like messes around with it for about a half hour. And then finally he gets a feed. And he's like, shocked by the feed that he gets because
Okay.
he's sitting there and he's like looking around for sensors to figure out where he is. And he gets a feed of Solus. And he can see in this feed, he can see Solus and he can see Anya and he can see Mike.
Oh.
And he's not really sure where they are. There's some green woman.
Can he hear?
Right now he's just getting like audio or just getting video.
He's gonna try to mess with it to see if he can get audio.
So he kind of messes with it a little bit. Roll a 20.
Hey Steve, what's your name tag say?
My name tag says, "Hello,
Hello.
my name is Inigo Montoya. You
Okay,
killed
yeah.
my father. Prepare to die." That's what it says.
That's the full name tag? Oh
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
That is the
I
full
just
name
watched
tag.
that movie last week.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
That is
Princess
an
Bride,
excellent movie. That is an
always a
excellent
banger.
Wonderful. 3. Okay. You're kind of messing with it for a little bit, and then finally, audio comes in. And by the time audio comes in, it's like somebody else has shown up. I'm a friender. You're like, who's that now? What the hell is going on?
Are they just picking up random people?
You have no idea. Make another intelligence check. There's something weird about this feed, but you're just not sure. Like it doesn't. It looks. I don't know. You're not sure what's going on, but and we're brilliant apparently. I just saw that. Thanks. So yeah, you don't know what exactly is going on. Are you gonna just sit and watch it for a while?
No. He's
Okay.
he's focused on trying to get out. He needs to get out of the water.
Okay.
Or get back to Ouroboros.
Okay. It takes you a while. You bring up a whole bunch of other random systems until finally you get some sensors back online. When that happens, you start to realize that you are in fact right about here. So let's see.
I saw it. Yes.
Like right about there. That you are in fact right about here. So okay.
Yep.
Like right about there. Damn it, Jay. All right, so that
All right,
is
so
where Argyle is, and he has basically found out where he is, and that took all of about that hour, which means
all right.
that we're back to Team 1. Of course, back at the Coliseum, things are heating up. So they begin to. Actually, you know what? Not Team 1. I forgot. Don't let me forget. There is
Team
one more
4.
team. We have so many teams here. Team 4. Gosh. Never split the party, they say. It's true.
We split it 8 ways.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously we got
But
back
that's the thing.
here.
Now, part of Team 4 is now Team 3.
True. So those are, let's see, is that? Ah, there we go. I can do that. Haha! I have the power. So, Sid and Guy are back at the start finish line, and they have just Guy has just shot at the Ganger 1 ship, and they kind of they're looking at it. Guy is actually right in the middle of telling Sid that he thinks that it really is there, and that it's unshielded. The reason why I think so is I could just barely see it, but with my augmented eyes, I was able to see a slight green spark when my energy weapon, the bolt, hit the ship. The ship, the hull, is coated with Verolium. Typically, it makes that green spark. So, I think it's really there. I don't even think it has a shield on it.
So they're just maybe assuming that it's just no one be crazy enough to attempt.
I guess. It's the only thing I can think of. What the hell are
Orders.
you guys doing here? Guy. Uh, uh, Jake? Hey. Did you think nobody was going to notice that little stunt that you pulled? Everybody's watching everything, buddy. What are you doing? Uh, he told me to do it. Who is he? Who are you? Sid sees in front of him a large guy that looks like a slightly older version of Drake Tungsten.
Drake, do we know this guy? He looks a lot like you.
Well, you're with Guy, not
Oh,
Drake.
yeah. A guy, does this look a lot like Drake to you?
Yeah, this is Drake's brother, Jake.
1 second to interrupt here. Is Jake different from the brother Blake Tungsten who
Yes.
helped out? Okay.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
oh wait a minute. Hold on. This is the third brother?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the brother that you've met. You've never met Blake. Blake is the only way that you know of Blake is from the show.
Right.
Blake is
yeah.
mentioned
Oh,
in the
okay.
Ganger Super Show Bible.
Ah.
So yes, you are aware that Drake has a big family, and yeah. So this guy is Yeah, he's the one that's already showed up. He's the one that interviewed Thiwar and Ren, and he's like the MC. He says,
Yeah. Also, by the way, before you go,
mhm.
hello Nova Flare.
"Oh, nice name, first of all, Nova Flare. Perfect.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Hello to you. Welcome to our game, Nova Destiny." So, Jake's like, we're getting ready to do I'm getting ready to do a show here. We're getting set up. You guys got to get out of here. But what are you doing? I don't know. Uh,
We're just looking around, of course. It's an interesting place.
listen. They're moving my trailer in right now. You guys should go and hang out there until after I'm done my broadcast. I got to do a show. I'm supposed to introduce the stream for Hans Proner. That's a big deal. Get in the trailer. So guys just like guys headed towards the trailer.
Sure. Sure, I'll go with it.
So Jake
I
shoves
just
you.
I just realized, I'm sorry. I just realized, Garrett, stand up just a little bit, show it off. Because I just realized.
Hey.
Yes,
Nice.
Too.
absolutely.
AJ's cookie jar.
If you're in downtown Cumberland, go visit.
Is it good? Good stuff.
I've not been to the store, but I've had some of the food before, so yeah, I would say that it's very, very good.
Be biased, I would say it's the best in town, but very biased.
Nice. So
Sorry. I
no
just noticed
problem.
that I was like, yeah, we had the shameless
No,
plug. So
no problem whatsoever. So all right. So we're back to Team 1. And Team 1 is, of course, right here in Halfway City. And they're in the Coliseum.
oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
Look down a little bit.
You mean down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Mhm.
That happens in our game. You know.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Hans Proner and Rhyme Crime, the aliases of Ren and Thiwar, obviously are in the Coliseum. They are headed out on stage, and of course, you've got this fellow here who is also headed out on stage with you, and for your big music battle. And he says, "Oi, here's how we should do this. One of us do a song, the other do a song, and then we clash. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?"
I say we roll die for it. How about we flip a coin?
Flip a coin. All right. Heads or tails?
He's like, why would we roll a die? Why would we roll a die?
Why would we roll a die, man?
Oh, tails. Tails for sure.
Tails for sure. Okay. Roll a d2 and tell me before you roll it which side is tails.
2 feels like tails to me.
Then 2 it is.
Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Well,
All right. Then I say you go first.
all right. Let's get this show on the road then.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see a hologram of Jake Tungsten out on stage. This is Jake Tungsten, and I am broadcasting from the start finish line in Ouroboros City, and we are excited to show you the greatest music event that you have ever seen in this galaxy. Put your hands together for Hans Proner and Rob Crime. Totally cut out after the first few seconds, but
Yeah, no.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, Dan.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
Right. So Proner and Crime step out on stage, and what song are you gonna do?
I think we've been talking a lot about our
The
new
new one,
premiere.
right?
The
Yeah,
new one.
Dirt Roads and Rockets or something like that. Oh, I forget the exact name I had.
Wasn't it like pickup trucks and rockets?
Uh,
Is that not
I
right?
had this in my notes.
I think it really was Dirt Roads and Rockets.
Or maybe it was Dirt Roads and Rockets.
It was
That makes
some more
sense.
than that, I think.
Oh, I thought I had this in my notes, but I guess I don't.
Check the
Man,
previous stream.
man. I guess I didn't take a note. Yeah, it was,
All right.
it's
Well,
like the most cliche country song, but then add Rockets somewhere in there.
makes sense. So things get started off, and let's go ahead and roll us a performance check. So that's going to be some charisma, unless you have a specific skill.
Uh, nope. Ouch.
Oh, wait. Oh, right on. So, all right. I could have been worse. And then what's we got a 12 for Ren. What's his charisma?
Higher than mine.
Yeah, I feel like
His
it is.
was 15, I believe.
Check here. That is accurate. All right, so the performance goes off. It's all right, you know. The crowd, let's see. The crowd doesn't seem to really care. The crowd is pretty hyped. You do your first song, and it goes off pretty much without a hitch. There are definitely no mistakes. It's not the most bumpin' that it's ever been. Is that even a word? What's a good word? What's a current word for like a
I
slapping?
think that
Hype.
bumping's just fine.
Yeah, bumping's good. Sure.
Bumping's good. Slapping, I
Yep.
think. Yeah. Yeah. It
Being
it could
hidden.
yeah. So
Boomer.
it's not bad. Hey man.
I don't know. I think I would probably have used bumping.
Bumping? Okay.
I
See?
can't
I'm
even
not a
think of
boomer.
another.
Fuck you, Dan. See? I'm still cool. All right. So that goes off without a hitch. And then of course Mr. Dedurderin comes on stage. And his song begins, and it's heavier than yours. And he starts to go. I'm gonna. It's. It's like. All I'm gonna describe it as is imagine Space Limp Biscuit.
Oh
Okay.
no.
There you go. So Varrock the Dearderin starts his song, and it's kind of like Space Limp Biscuit. Halfway through the song, you realize something, and that is that Varrock is absolutely trashing the sin in his song. It's like ultra political.
Interesting.
And you realize like ultra you could like his it's almost like imagine I said like Limp Bizkit in Space Limp Bizkit in style, but it's kind of like a Rage Against the Machine song. You know how like every Rage Against the Machine
Yeah,
song
yeah.
is like super intense about like some social issue or whatever. Like it's absolutely like seething against the sin and against Rube in particular. And like halfway through they shut the feed and like the lights go down and everything's like boo, and he's like starts screaming, he's like what, the crowd starts screaming, like it's kind of chaos. Oh, ha ha! There's like these Laputans like running around, like having like the one little guy that's like the maitre d' guy that's like kind of in control. He's having like a fit. He's like, oh, he's like sweating and Mr. Proner, any chance that you could get back on stage and maybe salvage this for us?
1 million credits.
Oh.
You
Are
know,
you
Ryan, we could
serious?
just pick up where he left off.
Oh. But
We certainly
please,
could.
you've got you've got some more songs. You can definitely do it. You can. We're gonna have a riot out here.
That would probably be more than 1 million credits in damages.
Uh, uh, well,
Would we benefit from a riot?
500,000 credits.
750?
Oh, 750,000 credits. Okay, give me your account.
All
Just
right,
get
I'll
back
shake
on
his
stage.
hand.
All right, he shakes your hand, and and you hear you can hear somebody talking, and you realize that it's Jake Tungsten doing horrible stand up. It's like really bad. It's like nobody's laughing, like people are booing him and stuff, and he's like, "Whoa, I just got word. Hans Proner and Rhyme Crime coming back on the stage. Give it up!" And the lights come up.
We gotta go like complete 180 and we're like doing some Christian rock like Skillet or something.
All right. Go ahead and roll me another set of performance rolls. See how hype you can get this show. Get things back
I got
on
a
track.
10.
Ooh. All right.
I went down 11.
All right. So things are getting more hype. You're back on track. Any specific things you're trying to do in your performance, or you just you just chilling?
Sure.
You're not even sure where the guy that you were supposed to do the duel with, he kind of got escorted off stage and he's just like disappeared.
I will actually do like a cool feature where like I point around the stage and then an illusion of myself pops up, and then I like do it 4 times or however many times I get. But I will
Oh yeah,
cast mirror illusion or mirror image.
nice. So there's
Not only was that guy like escorted off the stage, but literally he was probably just disappeared.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
heard from again.
That guy's like totally gone. Halfway through All Night Stars, Gigi comes out on stage and joins in the chorus. Uh, she got a 1, so the crowd is super hype, and you finish out that hour and get things back on track. Then, and we back to Team Toe. Team 2 is once again set to just cruise right on into this next space here.
Well, wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Because of this event, was it was that particular feed fed into all of the vehicles?
The performance?
Yes.
No, no,
No. Okay.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no, no.
So we have no idea.
No, you have no idea. No, you don't.
Okay. Okay.
You
All
don't
right.
know what's
Just curious.
going on. The only people that people that got that were probably I mean, definitely Guy and Sid in the
Mm-hmm.
because yeah. So,
Gotcha.
but here we are back with Timmy and Co. And
Yeah.
Timmy
Ooh.
Let's see what Timmy gets.
rocking it up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Timmy just
Ooh.
go pilot.
Damn. Damn.
All right. So once again, that I need to fill some areas, reveal some tips right here. Just the tip, just a little bit here, and that means that Timmy gonna come down here just to touch it, just a bit,
Yep.
It's the tip. Yeah.
just the tip, just to get a little something something. But yes, you are still just absolutely flying. Um, Once again, no major encounters. Team two is Team two is going. You realize that
Have we passed anybody recently?
no,
Okay.
you have passed no one.
Okay. Okay.
No, you have passed no one. In fact, it's been 3 hours since you've seen anyone else. Another like a single other racer on the water.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
So things seem to be good as far as you can tell. You're having no complications whatsoever. Occasionally you'll pass like an island or something where like there will people like will be waving to you and they'll be like, there's some attention from people that you can see like on the shore and stuff if you're like kind of close to the shore. But as far as like another racer on the water, nah, you haven't seen one for a while, which is good for you. And brings us back, of course, to Theme 3, the crazy team. They're back on the road, and so going forward, there are all these different things. Now, so far from what you have noticed, this vehicle is kind of built similarly, not exactly, but similarly to your original racer. And so with the big tires, the big giant wheels, you know that it would be probably better on in wild terrain than necessarily on the highway with RepJet. It's definitely slowest with RepJet. It is it's the least aerodynamic vehicle possible. So yeah. Where will you go?
Who's driving?
Chud.
All right. I think Chud is probably going to tap out after this 2-hour stretch because I think he's been up for like almost 24 hours now.
Oh,
If
really?
He wasn't driving, but I don't think he wasn't sleeping either.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, actually, then, if Chud is not going to get back into the driver's seat, Anya will, because Anya's not been. She's fresh. She's probably the
or
freshest of everybody.
or there is somebody else that you could get to drive that would be probably the best choice possible.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Because Mike's on board now.
That's true. Forgot about that.
Also, Solus may be rested. I don't know.
That is true. I am rested now.
So
Well, I will say that Anya is not going to be the
honestly,
other.
Mike can do either. If Solus wants to drive, Mike can totally be a lookout too, because he'd be good at that. Or somebody else could do it. But does Solus want to drive?
One second. Uh, now that Mike is here, Solus is going to take a rest, and think some things over. Sure.
Gotcha. Okay. So Mike will drive, then who will look out?
Well, Anya does not have the best.
Anya's dumb, so Anya's
She-
probably not going to be the lookout.
She doesn't have the she doesn't have the best. So
Gotcha.
that there's that, which is which is why I said that
Well, then
she
if
would
Anya
drive.
wants to drive, yeah, let's have Anya. Mike is okay with that. Mike's like,
To-
I always drive.
to kind of save the DM from having to do both roles in that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and Anya can drive. Go ahead and make Anya's roll, and then Michael be the lookout.
Dude, that was on a freaking 2. Then it rolled to the 20, and then finally rolled over to that 14.
A lot of emotions.
Nice.
But
True.
14 is what she needed, so she got it.
Yeah. Okay. So Mike. So since Anya's driving, where's she driving to?
She's gonna go straight.
Straight. Okay. Got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, that's good. So, okay. So they go straight. Let's see. calculation here, and not bad at all. So come down straight into this district here, and there is no major encounter. They've had their fair share of major encounters already.
This is
And
true.
yeah, they will be entering this one the next round with no difficulties at the moment. And we're right here, and there is Argyle.
Okay, so Argyle has determined that he can, if at all possible, he is going to try to get to here while
Wait.
staying underwater. Here.
Okay. Yeah, I had
He's
to
going to
move
try to
my
get to
screen
there
up.
while staying underwater because
Okay.
he knows he's in an enemy ship that they're probably looking for. If he can stay underwater for that long a period of time, then he can go undetected in his mind.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. All right. Go ahead and well, I guess go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Here we go. Wow. I think that was right on that 20 again, man.
All right.
Not
So
quite the role you need.
yeah. So Argyle,
Should he make
you're
a dex check because he's trying to fly underwater as well?
no, he's flying. He thinks he's actually doing good. He's like flying. He's like be at this city in no time. And
He's going this way, isn't he?
he's 100% going that way. In
I
fact,
had a feeling. I had a
in
feeling.
fact, in fact, when he gets over there, he is he gonna was he planning on coming up? Like how was he
Yeah,
gonna?
he was planning on like coming up out of the water and shooting over to the city because he figures, oh, I'm not that far away.
Yeah. So he comes up out of the water and ends ends up on like in a race area. Like he comes up out of the water and like shoots up right over a ramp and ends up right over a race area, and there's no start finish line. Make an intelligence check.
It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on.
He has no fucking clue where he's going.
Okay. Dan, you're gonna have to roll it. Actually, no. You won't have to roll it manually. Roll me a d8.
All right.
So Argyle is like, oh, I see now. I know where. He's like, I have it locked in, and it's it looks like it's a straight shot. Argyle ends up flying the ship into Halfway City.
Oh God.
And he's like, well, there's definitely a city there. And but when he gets to the city, he realizes that there's no start finish line. in the middle of the city and said there's this like big coliseum. And he's like over the coliseum.
Where am I? Damn it. Well, just keep going.
Keep
So he
going.
figures if he's gonna go, he knows that he's on a planet. He knows if he realizes that he's on a race course, if he keeps going straight, he's going to eventually get back to the start finish line.
True.
He's just going to keep going straight, and he's going. But here's the thing: he's going to burn it. He's going to like he probably hasn't been putting it into full speed.
Mm-hmm.
He's putting it into full speed at this point.
Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. So
He's punching it.
he's like looking around. He realizes he's not where he wants to be, so he punches it and shoots off. And then we are finally back to the actual start finish line, where Guy and Sid are hanging out in the trailer of Jake Tungsten, who eventually comes back into his trailer. And he's like, all right, what's going on?
What's going on?
Guy like looks over at Sid. What do you think?
So,
Listen.
about the ship.
Yeah?
Just like a hypothetical question here, just as a fan or as a admirer of the race, if someone were to just like take the ship, that would be possible, right? There's not like security measures or anything around it, right?
What are you guys gonna do?
Uh, Sid, I don't know why I'm playing Sid like this. He would not say that. Well, you see, we need the ship, so we were planning on taking the ship. It's fairly simple, actually.
Yeah, what he said. Oh. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There might be more security, but as far as I can tell, it's just sitting up there. I knew things were going strangely. Did you see what happened at the Colosseum?
Uh, song off the performance.
Yeah, but that guy started in with that song. Then they shut it off. Then a Sin ship showed up just for a minute, flew off. That's the same ship that security officials found under a bridge. But when they scanned it, well, it didn't have an actual designation, which means that it doesn't exist. The Sin have registration for their ships, but this one didn't have one. So security left alone. Something weird is going on here, Guy, and creepy Guy who is with Guy.
Oh, hello, I'm Sid.
Oh, nice to meet you. Jake Tungsten. Anyway. Well, if you're trying to steal the ship, you better do it soon. Because there's one team that's way in the lead. It's these guys. And he shows you a picture of the speedster with Timmy and Mary and Guthix and Kegel in it.
Oh, so we don't have to do anything.
Up until this morning, nobody was sure, but right now, these guys are the favorite. I don't know who they are. They just came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, they're with us.
Yeah, they are with us. That's good news. I don't know, what do we do? Great. You guys don't have a plan? I never needed a plan before. Do we have a plan?
Making a plan is part of the plan.
Making a plan is part of the plan, Jake. Oh, alright. Well, I've got more shows to do. I'll be around, but for right now, you guys better get lost. At least for the time being. But you'd better figure out a plan soon. Race is probably almost over. Well, good luck. And Jake escorts you out of his trailer. And it looks like they're starting to kind of clean things up and move things off the start-finish line anyway. So, Sid, what now?
Direct approach is probably out of the option now, since they're prepping for the finish.
We only had a ship.
We could go steal a flying scooter-esque ship. Or rent. There are legal means, I suppose.
True. I guess it wouldn't matter. Maybe
But,
we look for a place?
Yeah. Yeah, can we go look around for, like, the equivalent of a flying bike shop? Is
Yeah.
that a thing?
Yeah, there should be a crotch rocket store around here somewhere. Literal crotch rockets. And with that, it looks like next time we will be entering. What is that? Am I right about that? Is that hour 30? Am I right? Or is that hour?
I don't know.
That hour? I think it is. I think it might be hour 30 or hour 31. And it is.
I have not been keeping track of the hours.
Yeah. It's 1 p.m. So next time on Up and Away, Nova Destiny. That's our Dungeons and Dragons game in space. Continuing the Luxi 50,000 race on the moon of Escrito. What will happen next? Will Sid and Guy find some sort of a vehicle and actually steal this thing? Will Team 2 just finish the race and win? They're close. Will Team 1 have an amazing performance, finish it off, get back in their speeder, and speed ahead? And will Team 3 ever figure out what the fuck is going on with these clowns? Who knows? Only you next time if you watch our next stream. And on that note, please smash that like button. If you're still here, think about subscribing for that sweet I Am Solus shirt that we're going to give away if we hit 69 subscribers by the end of the race. And it seems like we're ready to do that.
Everything
What do you think,
is
guys?
so close.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is so close.
I'm hoping that Team 2 doesn't royally fuck this up, because everything else looks like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if Team 4 has ever been close to their objective. It just
Yeah.
feels like it's an
Yeah.
endless search.
Well, let me ask
Everything is
something.
not shit. Team 1 just got a 750,000
That's
credits
true.
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
That's true. That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
So let me ask this though. So
Mhm.
once a team crosses the finish line, what happens to the other teams? Do we continue until everybody's
There's
crossed
no
the
way
finish
that
line?
Steve's gonna make us cross the finish line.
Yeah,
if
yeah. I mean,
someone did
obviously,
first.
once the person that wins, like once the speedster hit, well, see, this is the first Luxi 50,000, so you really don't know, but in your research leading up to this, because obviously you guys did look up other speedster races, what typically happens is that the there are they only count the first, like, people still come in after that first one because there
Mhm.
is there is, there's the first loser, of course, second place, and then there's the second loser, third place. But there are prizes for
Actually,
some places.
there probably aren't anymore because Rhyme Crime just bribed all the prize money away from the looks of the
That
I'm
money
sure
is
that
nothing.
You
to
yeah,
That's what
they
I was
must
gonna
have
say.
They
You
won't
think
get
so
those
much
that
more
Yeah,
money.
you think
Yeah,
750,000 credits is anything for the whole moon and all this gambling and everything that's going
Yeah.
on? Nah, that's
It's nothing.
that's chump change, man. That's
Hmm.
it's not even nothing. But they could have done a million easy, but you got the business
Oh, yeah.
people got to be shrewd and whatnot. But no, so presumably what'll happen is the race will continue. What generally happens in other speedster races is the people that don't have a shot in hell, they generally, like, kind of stop the race prematurely and just kind of do whatever they want to do, because then at the end of the race there's kind of a big party. Not that there hasn't been a big party already,
Yeah.
but now the people who were the racers can join into the party. So the party continues.
Gotcha.
That's generally what happens. But yeah, somebody who's like, way back, there's a point where they just kind of shut it down and say, "Yeah, you're done."
Yeah.
And also, I mean, obviously, we've only been following you guys on the race, but there's like 1,200 other people or other teams racing. A bunch of those teams have already fucked off.
Oh,
Because
I'm
that's
sure.
just kind of how the race goes, is that people, there are a lot of people that probably literally just got to that first West Bank city and were like, "Yep, that's enough for me." Um, more than like half the racers never even make it to like halfway city. Like a lot of the racers just drop out before that. And then as it goes farther and farther, you kind of get the most serious. So, for example, it's completely unusual for Team 3, as far back as they are, to still be racing. But they have
Right.
a like kind of a reason besides the race, you know. So
Right.
what'd you say, Jay?
He
Jay?
said, "Rrr."
Yeah.
Let's say good night.
Oh,
Good night,
good
Jay.
night. Sweet dreams, Prince. No.
But cool.
Sorry. All right, well,
Maybe end of the race next time.
5:48, 5 a.m. It's calling.
ooh, yeah, that's rough.
Yep.
I feel that's rough. Well, if anybody's still here, thanks for watching. Please
Yeah.
join us next time for our Dungeons and Dragons adventures. We have been the Dicks in the Dark, and we'll see you later.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Where's the end screen? Oh, there it is. Good night.
So, we gonna do a holiday thing next week?
It'll be the day after Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I mean, don't think I'm doing
And-
anything.